Hello, welcome to Wendy's Colouring, and today we're going to have a look at Coloryar's lovely Mandalas Volume 3 colouring book, which is the recent release that they have very kindly sent me, and look how lovely the cover is. I love the pattern work on this already. I think I do like the combination of a black background with really vivid colour, and yeah, I think these patterns just feel like they need colour adding, don't they? They're really attractive looking cover, and then obviously the back as per. Very nice. Mandalas Volume 3. You use a glass mirror to see your face. You use works of art to see your soul, by George Bernard Shaw. Thank you for your lovely quote. But yeah, as usual, it's the lovely quality. So you've got a nice thick ring bound top. Obviously you've got nice reasonably thick covers front and back, and then you've got the nice thick card all the way through the book as per usual. So I'll give it a flip, we can have a look, see what we think. I'm not a huge mandala colour myself personally, but I love the quality of their books. The only mandala books I own are theirs, some of which I've bought myself, some of which they've obviously very kindly sent me, like this one, but yeah, I don't see myself buying anybody else's mandala book because I don't need them. They are a relaxing book all the way through, I think, and that's when I pick them up, really, when I feel a need to do something that is that kind of mindless colouring, and that you're just doing just for that pure process of colouring it without having to really engage your brain too much. It's doing it itself almost. I think their books are great for that, and I like doing that with watercolour paint as well, and obviously their thick card just allows that to happen, whereas so many other books, that would just be a nightmare, wouldn't it? You know, it can really layer quite a bit of water onto their pages, even though it's not watercolour paper by any shade. It still takes it, and it's not, you know, a complete twisted nightmare by the end of it. You could still colour over the top of it if you want to. But yeah, I quite like their mandala books for that reason, really, that you can just sit and do something mindless, whether it be a acrylic marker, whether it be an alcohol marker, whether it be fine liner, gel pen, watercolour. You can do it all in their books. They're a really useful book in that respect. Obviously their usual intro page, you've got your little QR scan me code if you want to join their Facebook groups. You can scan it. I think it takes you to a page that shows you the multiple different versions depending on what country you live in, so you can nip there. It's always at the front of all of their books ready. But yeah, let's have a quick look through at their mandala patterns. I really quite like some of these. There are some that you're going to need some finer media, some that you could paint quite easily, like I could feel quite comfortable. I can get my brush, maybe not in that bit, but most of these I could get my brush in and paint quite easily. Maybe not so much on these ones, but I really do quite like this little pattern. But yeah, fine liners, coloured pencil, anything along those lines, I'll be easy peasy in there, no problem. This one's much bigger. Obviously you could do your alcohol markers, I could get my paint on it. But yeah, I really quite like some of the patterns in this one. I think they've got quite a lot of curly kind of patterns, which yeah, I do find quite appealing to look at. Some finer ones, like say, but that is so beautiful, isn't it? Kind of feels like it's a jewellery piece, doesn't it? And like that whole bit feels like it could be a piece of jewellery. Yeah, I just think there's some really interesting ones, and there's some simpler ones, so you've got a good mix of things that are a little bit more tricky to work on, things that are going to take you a little bit longer, and then some quicker ones that you can whiz through with your gel pens quite easily. The downside of the lovely thick card is that I can never turn it over. I always think it's 2 pages and it's not, it's just one. Love this flower work at the bottom. I think that's really nice. Nice little circle motif. I'm here again. Turn the page. I'm trying to turn the pages quickly. I should chop my nails off before I do these flip throughs. This one's nice. It almost feels like some kind of Persian tiles or something like that, doesn't it? Very pretty. I like this one as well. Also lovely. These look like little roses in the centres. Little leaves and things. Yeah, I think this feels quite different to the other mandala books I have by this brand. Love that one as well. That feels like it's somebody's ornate rug. Too ornate for my house. This is lovely. Love this. Might be my first one. Like this one as well. Yep, got a nice rose in the centre. Feather off centre. Stylish. Also a non-symmetrical one. I quite like these little... Are they bits of ivy? Oh, can't turn the page. Oh, another one I really like. Yeah, and so that was it. That's it. That's it. Oh no. Let me flick some back. But yeah, I really quite like quite a few of these. I think that might be my fave though. Tempted to do a bit of it. Yeah, it's a nice book, isn't it? So, particularly, obviously, if you're interested in mandalas, I think Colorya do some of the best mandala books. I don't think there's many that can compete, but yeah, I quite fancy doing a little bit of something on this. So I'm just going to pause you so I can reach some pens and we can maybe have a start on it. I don't think I'll do it all, but we might give it a go. Hold on, hold fire. Okay, as you can see, my desk has been invaded by pens. So I've got out a palette of purples, pinks, teals, going all the way over to stronger pinks, darker purples, and the dark red is also in here in my... Helps if you put pen the right way around when, that would be helpful for everybody. In my Spectrum Noir tri-brand brushes, and obviously they have, if you've not seen them, they have a brush on both ends in different colours, and there is also one in the middle that gives you that tri-blend mix. And because I just don't know them well enough yet, I've used them a few times, these, but I still don't seem to be able to memorise them. I also have a little swatch of it to kind of give me a clue about which ones these look like, because that would be my criticism of these, really, that they are a nice pen, they work really nicely, I like the colours, I like the fact you've got 3 in 1, it saves a lot of faffing about looking for the 3 shades that you want, but yeah, the colours on the edges of these are not particularly true to the colour, so I am going to pop that in front if it'll stand up, which it probably won't because it's on marker paper. It might peep in the front there. So yeah, I'm going to start off a little bit with put something underneath, because most of the time these don't particularly print through onto the actual thing behind, but they will obviously stay in the back, and if you work really heavily in one place, you're risking that it could go through to your next one, so we don't want to do that. So can I find the colour I want? So I'm thinking I might go with Pink Violet Blend, which is this pen, but it's this blend here. I think it looks a bit more dark purple on my camera than it is in real life. I shouldn't have moved that. But we'll give it a try anyway. So, where am I going to use it? I'm just going to be brave and just go for it. I might move you in a little bit, because you don't need to see all my desk full of pens, do you really? Might be a bit overkill. I'll move you that way a bit, otherwise my camera will try and focus on the top of the pen, which will not be particularly interesting, I don't think. So, I've not used these for a bit. I don't know how easy these were to blend, because I've forgotten. But we'll find out as we get going, won't we? Advantage of their lovely smooth paper, that they always feel very nice under an alcohol marker. So if that is your medium of choice, no worries with these books, because they just do just feel nice underneath, because it's lovely smooth paper. Let's have a look how much it's gone through, just so you know. So if, excuse my dirty piece of paper, it's gone that much through, but it's not actually printed on my dirty piece of paper. That's a different colour completely. But obviously I've put quite a bit on there, but it's not coming through. Okay, let's say I'll try and keep you to that side of my table a little bit, otherwise, let's say, my camera will choose to focus on the top of the pen, which doesn't help you see what I'm doing particularly well. We just need, I think I did the medium inside that little pattern there, didn't I? Not the very dark one. Might have taken that a bit far around, but it'll live. There we go. Okay, so I'll pop that there, because obviously I need to do these ones the same. But I want to work out what else I'm going to do in here. So what colours would be nice against that? Quite fancy doing one of these strong blues. Blue, turquoise, extend. I got the other one out of them. Green turquoise blend. So these are out of two different sets. So I have, if you have these, I have the green turquoise blend, but I also have the, oh, that's not the right one, is it? Because that's the blue turquoise. Extend, I want the blue turquoise. Why not lifted that one out? Hold on, I shall have to go and find my blue turquoise. I don't seem to have lifted it out of the rack. Just a sec. I'm back, I found it. It's because it looked, look, he was saying about what the colours look like on the end. It kind of just looked like sky blue, so I assumed it wasn't a teal. Whereas, see, the new one actually looks like a teal. So, these two together form this blend and this blend in the corner, but they blend better when you use them both together, because these sets, I have them turned the right way so you can see, the original one, blue turquoise blend, has BT2, BT5 and BT9, which are obviously quite big jumps between the colours, but the new one has BT3, BT7 and BT8. So when you put the two together, then you've got BT2, BT3, BT5, BT7, BT8 and BT9, so those jumps are not quite as big. It's just a bit easier to blend when you use these two of these pens together. So it is a bit of a pain having to get both sets, but it does make your, if you want to, like I've just done with this one, and have an easy blend one into the other, it does make it a little bit easier. So how dark is 5? It's looking quite dark, isn't it? So I'm thinking I might just use 2, 3 and 5 in this background area behind my little spirals. So I'm going to be brave and use the dark bit. Should I do the dark there? The dark here? I'm going to use the dark at the top. Oh yeah, see, that is, considering that's only 5 and these go up to 9 in colour strengths, that's still quite a strong colour, isn't it? So then I want 3, which is out of the other pen. I'm not going to worry too much about these little dots because I'm thinking I'm probably going to do them in some kind of glittery marker, I think. I said I won't worry, and then I still colour around them. I could just colour over them if I'm going to do that. Let's just colour over them. Let's make life easy. And then BT2. Yeah, that's quite nice, isn't it? What was the next one up? Was 7. I'm thinking I might just add a little bit of the darkest one at the top. Well, not the darkest one, but darker than the one we just used. Ugh, cover over the dots, Wendy. Just can't make myself do it. Obviously, if you put 2 layers of alcohol markers down, it will be a stronger colour. Oh, I don't need that one, do I? That's got dried okay as it is. Back in with the 5, BT5, blue turquoise 5. I am not colouring around the dots. And now I want 3, which is that one. I want 2. And then the same, I'm just going to put a little bit of the 7 at the top. And go down the set again. So 5. 3. And finally 2. Again. Yeah, so I quite like this colour scheme so far. So what else we've got? We've got these nice little pattern rectangles, and I've got this kind of flowery design at the bottom. So I'm thinking maybe the pink extended set, and we want bright pink, so pale pink, pale pink. Oh no, those are not the bright pinks. Where are the bright pinks? There's a bright pink, pink violet, bright pink extend, pale pink extend, bright pink. So there's another perfect example that the bright pink extend has a colour on the end that does look pretty much exactly like what it should do, but the original one, bright pink blend, wake up, hello, that looks nothing like the colour it's supposed to be. It almost looks like a purple. They confuse me. The older set definitely confused me. So again, this set has, the original one has 1, 4 and 7, which is a little bit better than the last one we looked at. The extended set has 2, 5 and 6. So again, we can go 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can just step those blends down a little bit. This colour gets very strong, so I'm probably going to use the lighter shades of it. Probably I'm only going to use 1, 2, and I maybe use a bit of 4. Don't know, quite fancy it quite strong down here. I might regret having just put that on because it's quite strong. Oh no, then at 2 still quite strong. And then finally 1. Do the same again. Where's 4? That one. 4. 2. And 1. I'm thinking I'm also going to use it inside this little space as well. Yeah, I like that pink. I think I'm going to do it in these as well. Lovely. What else? What ice blue? I'm thinking I might do these little lines in this proper ice blue blend. How dark? Yeah, I'm going to go dark. I'm not going to colour these in individually because that feels a bit painful. But I am going to keep layering the light and darkness of the colour. So I need some colours for inside here and for inside there. Obviously I've got this pink in the background, so I can't have those the same. Magenta blend are quite fancy. This is quite dark though, so I'm probably going to use 3 and 1 of this magenta blend. Let's see how dark it is. It's got a bit more red in it, I think, than the pink that I used at the top. But yeah, I might use this same one down here, right? Yeah. Okay, so I've got these little petal shapes. I think I might do this out a bit, the same as the inner one. That was this one, wasn't it? Ice blue. So, which is darkest? The back. I think we'll do these the same. I'll come back to them petals in a minute. Is that the darkest and I wanted the lightest? Idiot, silly woman. Didn't want to do that. It kind of looks okay. Use the lighter one this time. You can always use a clear alcohol marker to I forgot the dark one again, no, the light one. You can always use a clear alcohol marker to take some out, but it doesn't look that bad, so I'm going to live with it. Right, so I've just got the inside bits and these little flowery petal bits. I kind of want a different shade. Maybe the hydrangea. Yeah, we'll try the hydrangea. So obviously the dark side of the hydrangea looks very dark. We won't be using that. We'll use the mid and the light for these little petally bits. I'm going to put mid on all of them, and then a little bit of light, although that doesn't look that much different. Maybe we will brave the dark. Braving the dark. Oh yeah, I think I prefer the dark on it actually. Do the same the other side. Cute. Quite like that. So, obviously this is repeated 4 times, and I'm going to colour the same bit in 4 times on camera for you because that's boring. Let's be honest. Seeing it 4 times, what's the point? But I'm going to do one of these because that is the same, so I'm 4 times. So, petal or leaves, that's the question. I quite like this colour palette we've got going on, so I don't really want to bring these in to be green, so I'm going to say petals, and we're going to use more of the same. So I think I'm going to carry on with that hydrangea that I just had, because it is a slightly different shade. I'll show you what it actually looks like on a larger swatch. So as you can see, it's not super blending, and there's only one of these, there's not an extended, so this is a bigger shape, so it might be a bit trickier to get it blended. Oh, these are 1, 2 and 3, so it says. But we'll give it a go. We'll see what it's like. I'm just going to tilt it just because it's a bit easier on my hand. I'm going to be brave and go in with the dark shade straight away. It doesn't blend. Well, it doesn't blend. Lesson learned. Yes. So far, so good. It's okay, that isn't it? I think there is a bit of a change from the dark to the mid. You can kind of see a stripe of it, can't you? Let's try and even that up a little bit. Do the same on this side. Yeah, it's okay, isn't it? That? Don't mind that. I think we'll go in the slightly darker lavender blend next. So we've just done this hydrangea blend, and with this one's a little bit bluer looking purples, lavender blend. We'll try these in these background ones, I think, because I think they'll all go quite nicely with what we've got already. I think we'll just do mid and highlight on these. I'm just going to work over these little things, straight over them, because I'm thinking I'm going to do them glittery or metallic-y, so it doesn't matter that they're there. I'll just do the centres in the light one there. Okay. And then I've got a few lines and obviously this little patterny colour. I'm thinking I'd like to pick something that we've used here to kind of tie the two together. The pink is winking at me again. Bright pink extended. So I remind myself of the numbers on here so I know where I'm going. I spend most of my time putting these back in order. Yeah, so we want 1, 2 and 4, don't we? We'll do that. Gosh, that is a strong pink. It is a bit scary when you first put it on. Hey, please blend. Doing both sides at once perhaps wasn't the most sensible decision, but done it now. Oh no. That is not the dark one. That's the dark one. Maybe these needs a bit of the teal, I think. Five, 3, 2. I'll do 3 and 2, I think. Where's that magenta gone? There. We'll use that for that final little stripy bit. Okay. So those ones I've not used. Okay, so you can pretty much start to see what my whole piece would look like, because those are all the sections that my whole mandala would be. So I'm going to add some glittery bits and pieces, I think, now, if I can reach them without knocking all my colour charts all over the place, which I can't. And so, yeah, I'm going to fish out a load of my gel pens and just add to them. I kind of feel like I want a little bit of white on here, actually, as well. I think that would be quite a nice contrast. So yeah, I've got my white Artex marker. Tempted to do these little dots white. I don't quite know why. I'll just put a little bit of highlight in some of these first. I'm aware I haven't done this little bit. I have noticed. Just I'm thinking I want that glittery of some kind. Yeah, putting my hand where the wet paint was, probably not the best of things to do, but, you know, thankfully this paint pen is pretty forgiving. Do I want it anywhere else? Maybe a little bit in there. Okay, so maybe I want these silver. Oh yeah, I like those silver. They're nice. Hey. Just going to flip it upside down to do the other one, because otherwise I will smudge the first ones. While I'm here, I'm going to dot my silver in those little black dots. I'll do the other side if I can manage without smudging everything else. I'm thinking I'm going to do all of this little section silver as well. And the same on this side. And maybe a bit of purple in that black section. Let's have a look at it back the right way. What do I think? Yeah, I'm quite liking it. Quite liking it. Silver or purple? I'm quite liking the silver on it. I don't quite know why. Just looks nice against these colours. Should have started on the other end. I am an idiot. There we go. It's quite pretty. I quite like that. Yeah, this colour scheme suits me. Okay, so obviously all of that is going to be the same as that little chunk that I've done. And then we've got this kind of central flowery shape to do. So I'm going to do all the other rest of it, and then we'll come back and work out what on earth I'm going to do with the middle bit. Put my pens back so I don't need most of these out. But yeah, I'll knit back when basically all this looks the same as that I've just spent all that time doing, because it'd be the same. So there's no point doing it on camera because you've just seen it all. See you in a minute. Okay, so yeah, here we go. So I've done all the other ones, and added the gel pen as I had on the others. So I do have to just be a little bit careful because the gel pen's still a little bit wet. But obviously got to finish off the centre bit. So I think I'm going to stay with the same kind of colour palette that I've been working with on the other bits and pieces. So yeah, I quite like this tealy colour. So I'm going to pull those out again. Yeah, I'm going to use these on the edges of this kind of petal shape because that doesn't touch the teal at all, whereas these are touching the pinks, they're touching the purples. So I think this is probably the best solution. So these are only small spaces, so I'm just going to use the 3 and 2, the lightest colours in these two pens, and just swap between them. I like to say, I'm just going to have to try and be a bit careful and try not to smudge all of the glitter work. Perhaps I should have left that till later, but well, I didn't, so here's where we are. Well, that's 3. Just managed to put a bit inside the bit I didn't want to do, but never mind. I'm thinking I'm going to put glitter in there anyway, so I don't think it'll matter too much. Just felt it needed something a little bit darker, just for a bit more contrast. Okay. Sorry for spinning. So yeah, I think I'm going to do a glitter inside that bit. So I think I'm going to do a bit of the bright pink again. In this bit here. Again, not really dark though. Probably just the first 2 or 3. These pinks, this pink is quite dark already, isn't it? So I think we'll just do one single line of it. Which would be easier if I could put my hand down on the page. But I really don't want to smudge all that glitter. Should just wait and let it dry, but so near to getting it finished, I just don't want to. Right, so I've got this row of squares and this row of kind of rectangle shapes that I think I definitely want to put colour on. So I'm thinking what colour to go back to. Magenta, lavender. Maybe do this pink hybrid, that colour, because that's quite nice. Pink violet. How dark? Actually, we will use the darkest bit. How dry is this bit? I think that bit's not too bad. Would definitely be easier if I could put my hand down. This could go badly wrong in a minute. That pink is annoying me, now I've spotted it. Okay, so I've got one little row left. Kind of thinking I want to use the sky blue. I think it was that one. Ice blue that I used on these bits. Actually, I might use the light one there. Get a bit more. Okay. A little bit of white, and then do I want to use the silver again? I think I do. Oh yeah, I like the silver. I like the silver against the pink and the blues. Perhaps not the quickest, but so just got these last little bits. Do I want to do those silver or purple? I think I've got a pink glitter. Decisions. I think I'm going to go for the purple. It's quite dark, this purple though, so hoping I don't regret this decision. But too late now. So, oh no, I quite like the purple, I think. I think that will finish it nicely. Again, sorry, this pen is a little bit scratchy sometimes. I think it's the glitter just occasionally comes at the ball point and it just makes a bit of a scratchy noise. It's not too bad when the pen's flowing well, it's when it's not. Knocking everything because I keep just turning it. Get it back round the right way. Yeah, I'm quite liking it. pretty much nearly done, I think. Just faffing now when I should just leave it be. Sometimes you just don't want to stop though, do you? Just got carried away with working on it. You want to just do a bit more. But I think I'm in danger of making a bit of a mess if I carry on and spoil it. So yeah, I think that is my mandala pretty much finished today. I may paint a background. You might have to wait till finished pages to see if I do a background for it, but I quite like it with just the white behind it. And obviously I've put quite a lot of alcohol marker on. It's gone through, but not gone through properly onto my messy sheet of paper. All that's on there was on there before, so all is good with the lovely paper. But yeah, there's my first go in my mandalas. Let's find the cover. Maybe I can flip you back, although probably better not because I've got wet glitter. But yeah, my first page finished in, I won't shut it properly because I'm going to smudge my glitter, my lovely Colorya mandalas volume 3 colouring book that they very kindly sent me. So I will add the links for it below. There'll be direct links to Amazon UK. I'm sure it will be arriving at other Amazons shortly. I know a few people from the States, I know you do wait a little bit longer than we get them here in the UK. Sorry. I know Colorya are trying to get you better stocks over there, but it does take them a little bit longer. But obviously, as usual, let me know in the comments what you think. Always interested in your opinions. But yeah, I've really enjoyed working in this one today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying your colouring. Bye bye.